Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Under the Influence. This is episode 12.
It is number 12.
Number 12. This will be our second episode on YouTube.
Yes, it is.
Shout out to all the YouTube support.
Hell yeah, big shout out to YouTube support.
Appreciate that.
And I fumbled all over that. I ain't even gonna let it roll.
Shout out. As always, I'm your guest.
And I'm that guy, PM.
And how you doing, bro?
Shit, I'm doing all right, man. How about yourself?
I can't complain, brother. I can't complain. Just a little tired tonight, but we got a job to do. We gotta get this job done.
But yeah, you know that motherfucking heat yesterday took all the energy out of me. I was like,
Nigga.
man, I had some running around to do, and yeah, it was just too much.
I had to post on for the other day. Yeah. Say, nigga, anything over 80, nigga, like disturbs my soul.
Oh.
It legit, like ruins my day, bro. Like I don't want to do nothing.
Yeah, I feel you on that shit. I was over my cousin's house trying to figure out what the fuck to eat, and it was just so hot that I was just like, you know what?
Bro, when it's that hot, I can't eat heavy. Like I gotta eat shit like fruit and maybe a salad. Something.
And the thing is, I was about to end up eating heavy because, you know, I like to wait till the sun go down and shit. So I just want to order some shit since you got to get it early. And the place that I wanted to go to, I done ordered it on the internet, everything, trying to pay for it. They wouldn't even push the shit through. It was closed.
Ain't that a bitch?
Because I even rolled up there to see if I could just hurry up because it said it closed at 9.
Ain't that a bitch?
It was good shit too, but I was like, well, I wasn't supposed to have it. So, fuck yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't. I was supposed to cook some. I was supposed to cook for my son for dinner. He was looking forward to it. I told him, nigga, you about to eat a sandwich or something. I'm ready to eat dinner. Nigga, this heat got my stomach so messed up. Couldn't even eat.
Hey, I feel you on that.
I just
man.
drank a bunch of water. A Red Bull, nigga.
See, I stopped somewhere and get a slushy or a big soap or something. Shit. As you see, I got one right here.
Yeah, I see you big gulped up.
Hey, it'd be a line for them shits too.
I know. I know you should see the way my kids devour them motherfuckers. Boy. I don't even know. Well, she's left on the east side the way they rotate.
Speaking of slushies, I was in the gas station the other day. Chick had like 4 cups of ice. I said, why don't you just get it out the cooler outside or whatever? She was like, they ain't got none. I'm like, damn, it's ice shortage now. Chicken wing shortage and an ice shortage. I thought we had water and everything else to help all that.
You know, I would took my kids to. Long story longer. School got messed up. I take my kids to Applebee's for lunch.
Right.
Nigga, Applebee's didn't have cheese sticks, and I was like, "What?" And the lady was like, "We ain't had cheese sticks in 3 weeks. We can't get them."
Damn.
I said, "How the fuck y'all don't have cheese sticks?"
Fucked up.
I've been to 3 different stores the other day to get my son to take lunch. Take Lunchables. Okay. That's Lunchable, nigga, like. Nigga, there's a Lunchable shortage. Nigga.
Damn.
Yeah, shit's weird.
Guessing everybody's walking out of those manufacturing companies.
Yeah.
Processing places and shit like that.
Shit, that and they probably can't get a lot of that shit over here.
Yeah.
You know what to do.
That's true too.
Because I'm pretty sure a lot of that shit is made.
White Castles ain't run out of cheese sticks?
Nah, I had some cheese sticks the other day. I'm not proud of it. But I had some cheese sticks the other day from Arby's.
Oh, okay.
It was heat too.
For real? I ain't tried this shit.
A guy rolling some cheese sticks. Hey, the amount of sneak eating I be doing. I hope none of my kids listen to this. When I say I pull up somewhere and they get a nice meal and pull right in the parking lot and eat in my truck and come home and get these little niggas noodles or something, make some hamburger help. I took 3 of my daughters to Applebee's. Bro, they $100 bill.
Damn. I remember you saying.
$100 bill, but that was only half of the squad. If I took the whole squad, we'd have been a 2-piece on a meal. Not doing that, man. So I'll come home and cook for them, nigga. And Most of the time I eat. But sometimes, like if it's a hamburger helper night, bro, eating that shit, but they can. Nuggets or nigga, I'm not eating that shit.
Some rotel cheese. Buy some chips.
Cool too.
Hell yeah, it's easy to make.
What's up? Taco salad tonight. PT delicacy.
Classic.
Classic. Nigga.
Midwest.
Taco salad.
Taco salad.
Hey man, I guess we go ahead and get this thing kicked off. Man, you see they decided to stop what they was doing with OnlyFans.
What's that?
Remember did we talk about it on here where they was gonna be banning the free material?
Oh, they can do that?
They was gonna be starting October 1st. They was gonna be banning all content creators that made XXX, that made X, adult content. Yeah. And I don't know exactly what was wrong with them because the only reason anybody even cares about OnlyFans is for
that reason.
Nasty content. Because OnlyFans existed before the nastiness went over there. Nobody cared. Nobody knew.
See, I ain't know about it till it was.
That's what I'm saying. And but it was already a thing. Just for there's some on a paywall,
right? Like
how Patreon is.
Okay.
But it took off with the nasty shit, and I guess the company didn't really like the direction. Yeah. So they were trying to get away from it. But then when they realized what type of hit they was about to take, they released a statement today saying, "Our bad. We won't be."
But that's just fucked up, though. Oh, you said they can do whatever they want. Yeah. Okay. They retracted. All right. Yeah, that's cool. Then. Like, leave them motherfuckers alone. They found a way. They found a lady. Ain't they getting paid from this shit too? Mm-hmm.
Initial like state. What I took from it was they had some new investors, and apparently them investors had put a lot of money in because the investors didn't like the idea and associated with freak shit. And I can see that too. But you about to invest in something that's about to lose everything that is making it money. Right. So you need to find a different place to invest.
But it'd be easy for them to go over to any type of porn site.
Yeah, but the thing is,
and
damn. Now, listen, people. I'm not subscribed to any OnlyFans.
I'm not either.
But
I'm not a fan.
Yeah, definitely ain't the only one. From what I understand, the price cut is a lot better at OnlyFans than some of those other places. Okay. I'm saying the creators get to keep
Majority of what they make. Yeah. And that makes a lot of sense too.
Because in other places they take a nice little chunk. But yeah, apparently they saw the error in their ways. The pussy ass power clearly, and he leaned them. The little letter, the little statement. Sound like they figured out a way around using those investors. It sounded like they found another avenue to get some money.
I see what you're saying.
And you know what I'm saying?
They're probably about to get canceled.
Yeah.
But for what though? It's just like prostitution should be legal.
Yeah, show body.
Yeah. As long as you do it in the correct way and go get yourself checked out, it should be a legitimate business.
The same way they do like the brothels and shit and like the Nevada shit like that. Yeah, they should be able to make show body.
Yeah. But they should have dick somewhere.
Why is you incarcerating motherfuckers for selling that shit?
Now if there's drugs involved, yeah.
Yeah.
I understand, but when ain't gonna be drugs involved?
Always gonna be drugs involved.
Everybody wants to party.
And the government's the biggest drug dealers of them all.
But of course.
So.
Of course.
Yeah.
I got this one, man. I don't know if you've seen it in the news.
So.
About Salinas High School in Salinas, California. So apparently, and it's on video, video and images and shit. White students reported themselves abusing a black baby doll.
Why?
I don't know. They named it Shaniqua.
Okay.
They had a private Instagram page called Shaniqua.shs. And yeah, it was them like doing weird shit with the doll or talking about the doll, calling it racial slurs. Shit. So what they got on video before you know how somebody I guess screenshot it. Yeah, screen recorded it.
For the count.
So they got videos of these kids stuck with the doll. One student ran over it with a car.
The fuck?
They was using it for like sexually suggestive situations.
Fucking dog.
Faking the dog, doing whatever, and then calling it racial slurs. Okay. So like I said, the images and video was saved by the person who recorded all that shit because they wanted the school and the students to be accountable for what they was doing. And not only that, this school also has a bad rep
For racial shit?
Yeah, for them type of action shit. You know what I mean? And it got pretty big, but that's just the main points that I wanted to touch over because.
And where was this at?
Salinas, California.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
You don't really usually see shit like, well, I guess you do, but not as
Not like
prevalent.
that. And from what I read in the article, because they had little people's comments and shit.
Yeah.
And they said that they was also doing shit during like football games and shit. Running little kids and shit.
What the fuck?
Yeah. You know what I mean?
So they need their.
Yeah, they need something to be beat the fuck up. It says so far that no actions have been taken. You know what I mean? Against these kids and whoever took the video doing this bullshit.
They need to do something to them. It's got to be. You know.
I just don't understand why. How are we like the most hated of people? Because of the color of our skin.
That shit's been it's ingrained. It's almost like your DNA makeup nowadays.
It's crazy, man.
The shit that happened to us. I'm telling you, bro. I always feel like most of the aggression towards us in this day and age is fear.
Yeah, intimidation.
Because them being scared of us.
That's what I mean.
Yeah, because I say it all the time, like I didn't know what they did.
Yeah.
And I mean, all we be really wanting is equality. When like if a nigga wanted some revenge, bro, like
It would have been that.
but I mean, it's still scary to them. That's why they always so scared of us. But because they know they did wrong.
That's true.
They know it's like I ain't do much of it in my life, but imagine like jumping a motherfucker, right? Imagine you jump somebody. You guys jump somebody. And imagine you not really the best fighter.
Right.
You alright in jumping, but you're not.
Nah, I don't one-on-one. If it became, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, and then next thing you know, you in the elevator with the nigga you jumped.
He got me.
But you scared to death. And imagine you don't do nothing to you. That's even scarier. Cause you like, nigga, what this nigga got up his sleeve, man?
Nah, seriously though.
Yeah, what this nigga got up his sleeve, man?
Yeah, I know they see it like that, but
It's bullshit, but
it's not always like that. You know what I mean?
and then a lot of shit is just hatred passed down. Cause you know hatred's taught.
It is.
Hatred isn't something you just grow up and fuck these niggas. Like it's not.
Nah, you got it.
Somebody had to tell you that.
That's true.
You had to be in an environment with somebody that you looked up to said this enough.
Right.
To where it was part of your upbringing now.
Yeah, and it's just not, you know, it's just not whites either. It's
No.
Hispanics, Asians, you know, and they guys keep saying, you know, well, now the thing is to say, stop Asian hate.
Yeah,
like, they're not going through that much.
Yeah, they can kiss my ass with that shit.
You know,
But
they put their own communities and shit. They get fucked with.
But and then it's wild because even with all that being said and done, they want to be us though.
Yeah, that don't make any sense to me.
Man, they take so much from culture and they got all those races.
Yeah, like Japan got a big issue with doing performing blackface now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But yeah, they want to be so much like us. Yeah, but
They break dance.
They're one of the Asians that are closest related to the black race. Yeah. Black peoples.
It was Paul Mooney. He said that shit. Everybody said, he said everybody want to be a nigga till
It's time to be a nigga. Yeah, that's true. That's a good statement.
you want to do everything niggas do. You want to wear the clothes. You want to talk the talk. You want to walk the walk. You want to listen to music.
Yeah.
You want to do the. Rap is the number one music genre in the world. Like you, everybody want to be a nigga, but don't nobody want to be a nigga. You just want to culture vulture everything that we do.
Yeah.
And then somehow look at us like we crazy for doing this shit. Even though y'all do it.
Exactly. It's weird. It's all weird, man. It's this game. It's a social experiment. We are a big petri dish in the world.
This is a fact.
Everybody comes here to get fucking put in the mix. Yep. Get a little bit on them, then they go home. You know what I'm saying? Like Mike F said. Nigga, I gotta live. Yep. You know? You gotta think about it.
How crazy it is for real, like, right? Because the United States makes up 5% of the world's population.
Right.
That 5% black folks is like 2% of that. African Americans, like, I'm not talking about black people because it's fucking Africa over there. Right. I'm talking about the United States.
I know what you mean.
It's like 2%.
Right.
But what we do almost dictates what the entire world deems cool.
Yeah. Everybody looking at that petri dish and seeing what it's doing. Yep. It's like, oh, I want to do that too.
And in the same breath, call us some dirty niggas and make Facebook, Instagram pages.
Yeah.
Violate the baby. They should charge them little nasty motherfuckers with child pornography.
Hell yeah.
Fuck their whole little life up. Show them how it was like to be a nigga. Give them some felony. Make it hard to get that job. Make it hard to take care of people.
For real. Get the motherfuckers like they get at the insurrection. Yeah. You know what I mean? Get all the facial recognition cameras out. Get all that shit that you need. Talking about they can't identify him. Get the fuck out of here with that. Y'all know, you knew it was little Susie and Tommy. Pumping up the dog and running it over with his pickup truck and shit.
Oh man. Nasty fuck. Man. You see this weirdo kind of. He legally changed his name to Ye.
I seen it described as the being formerly known as Kanye.
Yeah, he's just.
What is that about? When did that happen?
I don't know. This nigga's.
The being formerly known as Kanye.
It's a different.
Oh, excuse me, Kanye West. He now wants to be known as just Ye.
Just Ye.
I kind of like it.
Look.
At least it ain't easy.
Yeah.
I like Ye.
This damn album is gonna work my nerves. The album,
yeah,
that still ain't came out yet.
Listening parties, extravagant listening party, and stayed in the stadium, which where he held it.
Listen, bro, and he done moved out of that stadium, moved to like the baseball field, the baseball stadium.
Like that. Get the fuck out of here.
Listen, bro. But I tell you, when he just dropped a device. It's a musical device. All right. It's called the Donda Stem Player. And what it does is it allows you to remix your own versions of the songs on the album. You can tool with the drums, the levels, the vocal. You can make remixes of your Just his album. It's $200. It's called the Donda Stem Player. And it's basically got the stems. You can control the vocals, drums, bass, and samples and add effects. You can make your own versions of his songs. But it's just his songs from the album. It's still not released yet.
That's kind of tight. I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of skeptical about what you was about to say.
That's kind of hard.
That's kind of tight, especially selling your album the way of that, where it's individualized. You can make your own personal mix of his album any way you want.
Mm-hmm.
Now, will you be able to manipulate tracks and put them however you want to?
Oh no.
Okay.
They said you can control the vocals, the bass,
Oh shit.
add effects, and something else.
That's dope.
I got a theory on it.
What's the theory?
I got a theory on what he's doing. When he was making the Life of Pablo album, he was kind of tooling with the idea of live art, like, which basically he was saying he was tooling with the idea of making the album and letting people hear it in live time. So you hear the album grow, you hear the album do this, you hear,
Right.
and it kind of seems like that's what he's doing.
Okay.
Because he's doing these listening parties.
Yeah.
Then after the listening parties, he's flying people down to work on different songs, and he's doing another listening party. Then he's letting people remix versions of the song, and da 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 da. It sounds like he's doing like this live art thing.
That sounds pretty cool. Then, if that's what it is.
If that's what he's doing,
Yeah.
touche.
Hats off to him.
Because I know he's a hell of an artist. Like
That's ingenious, though, to have the capabilities to make the album into what you want to hear it as.
yeah.
I would have never thought of nothing like that. That's why I ain't really, got nothing to say about it. It's fucking ingenious. That's
Yeah.
different than a motherfucker.
No.
Has
dude.
anybody done that?
I don't think so.
All right.
Not that I can remember or
Right.
like at all. That sounds like some new and improved state of the art shit to me.
Shit, yeah. That shit's cold.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never thought about nothing like that, man.
I had a few comments on the YouTube page. Yes, I have ice cubes in my cup. I like ice in my. I like chilled wine, and we be just. I know it only comes out as an hour and some change on YouTube and on this thing, but this is a 3-4 hour process
Hell yeah.
to record this, and
It goes down.
yeah, this is a 3-4 hour process. So I like my wine chilled the entire time. So yes, ice cubes in my cup.
Hell yeah.
Speaking of shit being in somebody's cup, they said Lil Wayne got 3 albums locked and loaded, ready to drop.
Okay.
Mac Main said it, the president of Young Money.
Hey, let him come out with them. Shit.
Yeah.
He need to. I like when artists take a break and then come back. You know what I mean?
And he just did an interview recently. It's on YouTube. It's not with somebody that I know. But from what I understand, dudes, people, people fuck with his platform.
Yeah.
But he did this interview, man, and it normally Wayne interviews usually be trash.
I just caught that.
They do, bro. Wayne don't.
I just caught that.
Well, because outside of his Lil Wayne's podcast, his Young Money Radio.
Yeah.
Young Money Radio is good because it's him talking to people that he wants to talk to.
Exactly.
But most of the time, he be doing interviews and he ain't talking to somebody he want to talk to. And Lil Wayne's not a man of many words unless he feels like
Saying something.
yeah, he just don't be talking for no reason.
I just seen him in a commercial with a little girl.
Yeah.
And yeah, that he was kind of like that.
Yeah.
Like, I'm here for the commercial.
But like even this interview, bro, it's a dude got Emmanuel Ocho. He does a series called Uncomfortable Conversations. And he just did a Lil Wayne interview. And it's only 18 minutes long. But it's fucking great. Wayne talking about mental health and depression and
Oh shit.
being suicidal at one point in time and financial ups and downs, even though he was still rich. Just because when you got that type of money, man, it's a different type of.
It's a different type of ball game.
It's a different type of problem.
Hell yeah.
Taxes and you look up, you owe the goddamn IRS $30 million in taxes. Like,
you don't know why.
Yeah, that's more money than most people ever make in their life, and you got to give it to the IRS. Like,
give it over.
So yeah, that interview was great. So if you're a Wayne fan, man, check it out. Called Uncomfortable Conversations. It's like 18 minutes long, but it's great.
Uncomfortable Conversations.
Dude got some cool interviews on there. I ain't never seen dude before, but that's what them algorithms do. I be watching shit with Wayne, so then it popped up, and it's new, and it's a good conversation. Like, you really on there talking.
Yeah.
Like you could tell he wanted, like he didn't sort dude out.
Okay. And just wanted to talk to him.
Yeah.
I see what you're saying. That's pretty cool, man. But shit, while we on uncomfortable conversation,
Okay.
that's a good segue into this one. So this lady named Adie Timmermans was told by the Antwerp Zoo in Belgium not to visit a 38-year-old chimpanzee named Cheetah.
I was just reading that, and I didn't write it down. Good shit.
Because they want Cheetah to be a part of the chimpanzee group and not humans. And basically what's going on is this lady's been coming for the last 4 years.
2-3 times a week.
2 times a week to see this chimpanzee, and she believes that her and the chimpanzee have a bond.
Yeah.
And she goes on to exclaim that she loves Cheetah and he loves her.
And I was seeing that, and they were saying that he doesn't associate well with the other cheetahs.
Well,
with the other
with the other chimpanzees. His name is Cheetah.
Yeah.
But here's the thing, though. So Cheetah has only been Cheetah has been in the zoo for 30 years. He's 38. So those first 8 years,
he was owned by people.
He was owned and raised by people.
Yeah, that's what it said in the article.
Right. So because of his human interactions already, the other chimpanzees are like, man, he smell like human.
And he do human shit.
He do weird shit. That's how they looking at him, like, this nigga weird. So you mean to tell me for the last 30 years, y'all haven't noticed that this was a problem with the group?
And now y'all want to blame it on baby girl.
Because she's in love with him and he's in love with her. You know what I'm saying? To the point they talking about they had an affair.
Yeah,
and shit.
that's what I said. That the article clickbaited me. That's what I was reading. Because I've seen affair. I went to the article like, this bitch was fucking a chimpanzee. And then I got to the article like, no sex. I'm not reporting this. No bestiality. No bestiality. I'm not reporting this.
But yeah, man.
Waste my time with the read. But no, it was a good story. I just got mad because they wasn't fucking. And that sounds horrible. Now that I say it out loud.
But the thing is, though, the other visitors aren't allowed to interact with him as well now.
So this nigga he gonna die soon.
Because he's gonna. The chimpanzees ain't fucking with him.
And then y'all took away his little human.
The interactions with the humans.
He gonna die soon.
What the fuck? Give him something. You can't just throw them motherfuckers back in the wild like that and say, here, go fuck with them.
Yeah, he gonna die from a broken heart.
He gonna be like
broken chimp heart.
Yeah, he probably ain't got ticks and fleas on him either, so
they not
picking off. Yeah. Like, this motherfucker too clean.
Well, no, he probably got a bunch of ticks and fleas because they not picking them off of him. They not fucking with Cheetah. Cheetah out there living wrong.
Hell yeah.
God damn it.
He can't help it. Shit, somebody bought him when he was a little chimp.
Yeah, and they couldn't take care of him once he started getting big. Gave him to the zoo. Now this nigga, he's humanized.
And now they're trying to dehumanize him.
And this bitch keeps showing up with all her love and affection.
She wants to hug him and squeeze him and kiss him and love him. Just like on the Looney Tunes and shit.
She weird the motherfucker though. How you find out you got a love affair with a chimpanzee at the zoo? Ain't like it's your chimp that you at the crib. It's you going to the zoo.
But ain't nobody noticed for the last 4 years this bitch come 3 or 4 times a week.
She going to visit this nigga like he in the penitentiary. She going to see her man in Pendleton.
Flipping bananas and shit.
Yeah. I'm surprised she ain't trying to break the nigga out.
She probably is now. It's about to be a movie named after this shit. Sponsored by Disney.
Free Cheetah.
Hell yeah.
Free Cheetah, nigga.
Sponsored all by Disney.
Free my nigga Cheetah, man. Oh, man. Free Willie just came into my mind, so now
I already know.
Process of elimination. I got to thinking about Michael Jackson and
Bubbles.
And Bubbles, and you know he sung the song to Free Willie, and it was a big deal. And my mind just went down a little. But with that being said, man, Thriller just went 34 times platinum.
Michael Jackson song, Thriller?
The album.
Oh, the whole album.
The album just was certified platinum for the 34th time.
Damn.
That's triple diamond and 4 more million.
Shit. That's what's up.
Yeah.
It's selling because he's dead, but shit, I'm pretty sure they did that.
Well, shit, most of the platinums was before he died.
Damn.
But you know, of course, like a lot of his music.
That's a bad motherfucker, man.
Yeah.
Alien.
King of Pop.
They cloned him and put somebody else in.
King of Pop, man. Bad motherfucker.
It was a bad motherfucker, man. Anybody, we was just talking about that over the weekend at somebody's house. Anybody that can make grown people faint.
Yeah.
And have to miss the whole concert.
Yeah, you paid your money.
That you paid your, what was that back then? In the 80s, 90s?
It was a bankroll.
Shit, about what? 150, 200,
yeah, probably, 250? Especially for Michael Jackson concert.
That's just a regular seat.
And it was motherfuckers in the front row.
Area. Yeah.
Passing out and pissing on themselves.
Yeah. Being taken out on stretchers. Put in the ambulance.
When you got to keep paramedics on standby for the people that's going to fall out at your concert.
Shit, he was filling up more hospital beds.
Yeah. I was going to spit that shit out all on camera.
He was, man. He was, bro. Like, that was bad. That's why I got the fear of not wanting to go to concerts and shit. Because of that. Like, you see them videos and motherfuckers passing out and shit. I don't want to be there.
Say, that's what happens at concerts. I don't want to be a part of it.
Too many people. Y'all touching all up on each other and shit.
Folks passing out. They just passing niggas over the crowd.
Crowd surfing the unconscious.
Back to the paramedics.
And one nigga said, I was watching some podcast. One nigga was like, "No, y'all gonna have to revive me there and put me back in my position. I paid too much money for this.
Too much money for this seat, nigga.
And then this ambulance gonna cost even more.
Yeah,
most expensive concert I've ever been to.
Throw some water on my face, bro. We gonna be all right.
Like, hit me with them salts.
Yeah, Epsom salt, whatever it is. Smelling salt.
Hell yeah.
Crack that shit in the nigga nose and let me go on by my day.
Yeah, Michael Jackson was a bad motherfucker, boy. He had everybody trying to dance like him.
Yeah. We can keep it on music real quick.
It's all good.
Aaliyah's music is hitting streaming sites now.
Okay.
I missed a couple days ago was the 20th anniversary of her death.
Oh.
It's been 20.
Damn.
Yeah. And they've been, not putting their music out. Something to do with the mama not wanting to.
That's what I was about to ask. What had to do with family and shit.
Something to do with the mama not wanting to hear her daughter's voice or some weird shit or.
Makes sense.
And what the even weirder part about it is the CEO of a record label, Black Ground Records, is her uncle. It's her mom's brother.
Oh wow!
And all these years he's been like abiding by her wishes, and he just recently said, "Fuck all that." I wonder if he done fell on some hard times financially.
Possibly so. And that was his
golden ticket.
Yeah, golden ticket. He's playing Grandpa Joe and hopped out the bed singing.
And they releasing them. They releasing the albums in the same order that they came out in, like 1 in a Million, I believe it was, came out on her death like a couple weeks ago, like a few days ago.
Oh, for real?
And then our next two albums are one's coming out in like the second week of September, and then one's like the fourth week of September.
Oh, cool.
And they'll all be on streaming platforms. So
they'll probably start getting played on the radio again.
Because her very first album has been available for streaming. Age Ain't Number the Number.
Right.
Because that was the one on a different record label. So that one's been available, but the other three weren't. You can get some of the songs on Pandora, and you can maybe get them on YouTube. But to be able to like I use Tidal and Apple Music, and to be able to like get on there and listen to it, you weren't able to do that. But now you can.
That's crazy because before we talking about dead artists, before Prince died, I was trying to look up some songs on YouTube. I could never find any of them. And as soon as he died, it was just like a whole
they
video.
They unslaughtered it.
Yeah.
His entire catalog is on Tidal.
Okay.
Everything.
Ooh.
Yeah, his entire catalog's on Tidal.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
I'm gonna check that out.
Yes. Prince was that nigga.
Yeah, he was.
I fucks with Prince. Prince was that nigga.
You gonna play all the instruments and write all the songs.
You know, the age old question, who was better?
Right there.
The age old question, who was better, Mike or Prince? I think Mike was a
better performer.
Better performer.
And then Prince was a better musician.
Better musician.
And artist.
And artist, because he wrote his own music.
Yeah.
And performed it all.
And wrote other people's music.
And played every instrument under the sun. And but Mike was a better performer.
As we know, Morris Day was just a stand-in. That was all supposed to be Prince.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
He said, I didn't write none of the songs. I didn't do none of the instruments. Only thing I did was go out there and sing.
Yep.
That's it. Dark-skinned Prince. That's who he was.
I watched a few Morris Day interviews. He was talking about that shit. Rest in peace, Prince.
Yeah, big rest in peace.
Rest in peace, Mike.
Yeah, rest in peace, Mike, too. They killed him.
Yeah, definitely.
Shit.
They killed Mike for them motherfucking masters.
Boy.
They killed Mike for the masters.
And for the Beatles.
They got a lot more than that.
I know.
And nigga owned like 80% of Sony's whole catalog when he died.
Oh, yeah, it was time to go.
And just State sold it back to Sony for hundreds of millions of dollars, but Mike owned that shit. Like, so even when they were saying like Mike was having financial problems, he might have been having immediate financial problems. He might have been having liquid money.
Right.
But this nigga had hundreds of millions of dollars worth of shit over here in the tuck. And all that shit had residuals and publishing money and shit like that coming from it. So you talking about
that's some good shit.
multi-million-dollar checks hitting the mail quarterly. So even if that nigga was dead broke at this very moment, 90 days from now, goddamn it, 20, 30 million might be in the mailbox.
That's what's up.
Because he owned all that shit.
Shit. I need to get there my damn self.
Yeah, we'll still stick with a little bit of music. And talk about my mans. I know you don't like him. Drake.
Yeah, what'd he do?
He got some astronomical numbers, man. The Lover Boy is he's the first artist on Spotify to have 150 songs with over 100 million streams on each song.
Damn.
Yeah.
150 times 150?
150 songs with 100 million on each.
100 million?
100 million on each.
Each track?
Each track. 100 million on each song. So 100 million times 150.
Jesus. Does he get paid for being on Spotify too?
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of money.
You pay for streams.
Hopefully it's a lot of money going into his pocket.
Yeah.
You don't got to break it off with nobody, what you
All right, he do, but it's still a lot of money.
Hey, anyway it goes, shit.
Yeah.
Money I ain't seeing.
No. That's a lot of...
It's a lot of money, shit.
It's 150 songs with 100 million streams on each song. And you know, he's the first artist to, we talked about that, he's the first artist to release 3 singles in a day. And have those 3 singles chart 1, 2, and 3 on the Billboard Hot 100.
Hey, that's what's up.
First artist to ever do it.
That's what's up.
So shout out to Drake.
Hell yeah.
That's all I got on random music talk.
I got some. I'll let you decide. I don't think he's a fecal. But fuck it. I'm going to do it anyway.
Okay.
But I got all that to cover that anyway. So
Okay.
I got Tamarius Blair Davis.
He sounds bad.
He's 22 from Miami, Florida.
Who the fuck named a 22-year-old child Tamarius?
I don't. Maybe I'm saying it wrong. I don't know. But either way, it's terrible. Marius. Don't sound no better.
Nope. That's all I was gonna say.
Hey, but he fatally shot and killed a man.
Okay.
While he was eating dinner with his family and danced over the body.
What the fuck did the nigga do to him?
Alright. So prior to that shooting, Davis also shot and wounded Tim Burgess. So when Davis was chasing, because when he first encountered this shit, Davis was chasing Burgess around a parked car.
Okay.
And yelling at him, I'm gonna get you.
Okay.
And he started shooting. So I guess he either shot this man in the ass, maybe the shoulder, whatever it is. He wasn't seriously.
He didn't die.
He didn't die.
And he wasn't too fucked up. He just was wounded.
Yeah, he got away.
Had a flesh wound.
All right. So Davis said he shot them because he was high on mushrooms and felt empowered to shoot two random people. That's what he told police.
Good Lord.
But he danced over the dead man's body in front of his family.
So when this man house?
No, they were at a restaurant in Miami.
Went in the restaurant.
And I don't know if they might have been outside. But you know it's hot down there.
Yeah. They got the outside dining.
Yeah. So you just right there on the street, and this nigga just decides to randomly shoot you.
Nigga.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
God damn. But that's a hell of a way to get out of here.
And I brought this up because he's saying that he was under the influence.
Yeah, he under the influence of other shit.
Mushrooms have never made me say, "Hey PM, why don't you go ahead and go and shoot some random people?"
I was just about to say, it's been years since I tampered with some mushrooms.
Right.
But I have in my younger days. And they never put me in a bad space. The mushroom high was always real groovy. Like, it was just real cool.
That's crazy, man.
I think the mushrooms was dipped in PCP.
Shit, I think he already had the mindset to
kill a motherfucker.
Somebody
and then he just got the nuts when he got high.
Because he's 22, so he already young-minded. You know what I mean? They never said whether or not this was his first time using. I'm suspecting it was his first time.
Yeah, and he went on a wild ride.
And he probably didn't even eat that much.
Nope.
You know what I'm saying? Because how are you even able to go around functioning
But you know, a lot
targeting
of
two people?
You know, like you said, a lot of that shit though. Like you take your ecstasy, and you can even take like cocaine. Like, I don't know about crack, but you take like powder cocaine and all of those things. They intensify what you already had in your mind.
Right.
You feel me? Even like PCP.
Right.
Like, if you are in a great mood and you smoke some PCP, smoke a wet stick, nigga, you're gonna have the most fantastic high ride of your life. If you're in a bad mood, this shit about to get freaky.
That's what I heard.
Oh, it's about to get freaky. It amplifies whatever you was into, whatever your mood was.
Right.
By like 30%. So if you was thinking about killing some niggas.
Yeah. So he was already on it though.
Yeah.
That's how I feel about it. Because, like I said, when I take them, I make sure I'm in a cool, comfortable area. I'm going to watch some comedies because all I'm going to do is sit back and laugh. That's all I'm going to do all night. Yeah. Just giggle.
I ain't fucked with no shrooms in years, but when I did, I never had a bad time on them. It was fun.
Yeah, they're fun. You know what I mean? It ain't no everyday thing either. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they was fun. Remember, I fucked with acid one time. Like I grew wings and jumped off a roof, but I didn't really grow wings. So you know how that ended.
You knocked all your Sonic rings.
Nigga, bad part is I got up on the roof again.
Oh.
Doe was there. I wish Doughboy was here. He'd tell you the story better than I can. Nigga, I got back up on the roof again, and my justification was I had the wings,
Yeah.
but I just didn't know how to use them yet. I had to go for another. Yeah. Jumped off that goddamn roof. Nigga landed right in some bushes. And tried to go for a third time, but Doughboy was like, absolutely not, cuz yeah, the wings are there. He had to lie to me, the wings are there, man. But like, you just, maybe you need to try again tomorrow. Like, you don't.
I never got that far to hallucination.
But I never forget. I was sitting in a party, and it was with some white boys, and we were sitting in that little party,
Yeah.
and motherfucker gave me a couple sheets of acid. Took the shit. And I'm sitting there, and this is a teenager, but I'm 15, 16 years old. But I'm sitting there drinking a beer, and I distinctly remember complaining because it wasn't kicking in.
Okay.
And that was back when I still smoked and everything, right? And I had opted not to smoke because I just took these fucking.
That makes sense.
And so now I'm sitting there mad because I'm like, man, I could have smoked and been zooted. And these little fucking, because you know, I don't know if you've ever seen acid. But you don't know if it's anything on there.
That's true.
Because the motherfucker just dabs it on there. So it's instances where people run around this motherfucker selling empty sheets.
Oh, I know.
So I thought maybe, and I had never tried it, but I had heard them particular white boys complaining about the empty sheets and da da da.
So you thought you had a couple empty
Thought I got a couple empty sheets. Nigga, about 20 minutes after that, sitting on the couch in this front room. It was like a party house. I'm sitting on the couch in this front room, chilling, and all of a sudden, wings start growing on my back. And I'm drinking this beer. I'm like, what the fuck? So I look over like, hey, you see this? I'm like, nah, what's up? So you don't see that. you telling me you don't see these motherfucking wings? Like, they're like, nah, man, ain't no wings, bruh. It's wings. Like, I see them. Like, nigga, I finished my beer, went outside. Doughboy, like, where you going? I'm like, man, gotta see if these wings work. And hopped on the minivan in the driveway, got on the roof, then hopped on the roof of the house from off the minivan.
Right.
On top of the house. In my mind, I'm getting the wings working. I gotta jump smooth off this motherfucker right into a bush. Boof! Got the bush. Doughboy, like, you stupid motherfucker. Some. I said, man, calm down, man. I just didn't know how to use the wings. Let me go. I think I got it now. I jumped out that motherfucker again. Finally, because in the whole time, Doe's telling me I don't have wings. I'm trying to hear that shit, nigga. I can see these wings.
I'm putting them to use.
Supposed to believe you in my eyes, nigga. I see these wings, nigga. So finally, when I jumped off the building the second time and hit the bush, like face first into this bush.
Right.
Some bushes, nigga. I mean, I woke up the next day with scratches, and you know, it looked like when you fall in fucking bushes. You know, so imagine jumping into bushes from a story or two above. Finally, he had to like lie to me. He's like, all right, because I see the wings. They just not working for you tonight, man. In the morning, give them a shot, man. We'll try them again. So like, I sat there that whole night, like looking at my wings, like, yeah, I really don't see these wings. Like, nigga, that was a wild trip.
See, I never had hallucinations. The wildest part of me tripping on them was I was on the phone. I was talking to somebody, and I kept wondering how I was hearing them.
Ooh.
Because you know how you're talking, I'm talking normal, like how me and you talking, I'm using my hands and shit. And I'm like, hey, bruh, how am I talking to you? And he was like, I don't know. I'm on the phone with you, though. I said, yeah, but I don't got my hands to my head.
How can I hear you?
How can I hear you? How is this working?
Speakerphone?
No. I thought I was standing up.
Okay.
I was laying down in the bed.
Okay.
The phone was just
Just
right
laying
there.
next to your head.
And I was just doing like this and shit, just talking. I'm like, hold on, how am I doing that?
You was hiding a bitch.
Yeah, I was gone. I was gone like a motherfucker.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, man. Speaking of this week's new challenges and shit, you been following the crate challenge?
Fucking crates.
Niggas are saying that the CIA is bringing them in and dropping them off in the hood and all this shit.
Them niggas went behind Aldi's.
Stole all them fucking crates.
Them niggas stole them crates from behind Aldi's, nigga.
Yeah, man. But even with that, man, let me tell you about this story. So there was a drive-by shooting during a crate challenge that left. In this article, it said 2 dead, but I seen another article that said 3 dead.
Goddamn.
In Shreveport, Louisiana. So it was 1 woman and 2 males. No one knows why they were shot at, but they just know people came through shooting. And this all happened while the brother who was attempting the challenge was on the top. And nobody knows if he got hit or anything. You know what I mean?
Goddamn.
They didn't say whether or not he was one of the people, but I think that was an ingenious way to get somebody if you knew.
Motherfucker was sitting there, you know, motherfuckers been going live doing that shit.
Exactly.
Motherfuckers on social media, watching somebody live. So, oh shit. Them niggas is there.
Mm-hmm.
Spun the block.
Let them have it while they was on top of the crates.
Told their ass up on top of the crates.
So even if you didn't get shot,
You got fucked up.
you got fucked up by them crates. These motherfuckers has been getting fucked up. Shit.
Everybody making fun of the crate challenge and shit, man. I think I don't be mad at lighthearted shit like that. Like people getting hurt, but like motherfuckers having a lot of fun doing this shit.
They are having a lot of fun. It's at your own risk.
Yeah, and sometimes, man, this world we live in is so twisted and fucked up. Every once in a while, you just need some bullshit to take your mind off of it.
Exactly.
I be getting mad sometimes you be on social media and shit like that, motherfucker. Because, you know, I'm a conscientious person, woke, quote unquote.
Right.
All that bullshit. But motherfucker be acting like if you woke, you can't have a good time. Nigga, I can enjoy niggas falling off the crates and hate discrimination and shit all at the same time, bro. I can do all that.
Exactly. I don't understand why people get so butthurt about
Because
shit like that.
Because when a motherfucker wants you to be one thing and one thing only, whereas human beings, we are not that, bro. Especially if whatever you're doing is really in you. Because you can be 3-4 different things, bro. You can be serious, you can be playful, you can be...
Yeah, however you want to be at that moment.
At that moment. It just depends on how you're rocking at that moment.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, so the crate challenge, I've seen some ones that made me laugh hysterically, so...
Hell yeah. Like I said, I seen the cop.
See the
cop.
cop.
He got down there to the top and he fell. You know what I mean? But I seen a post where a lady was talking about her daughter getting hurt. And I'm like, why was your daughter doing it?
Yeah.
Everybody's seen this challenge and seen what it was doing.
You fall.
You fall or you don't.
Or you don't.
You know what I mean? Your daughter fell. You should have told your daughter not to do this shit.
I told my kids, I said, hey, don't go out there and get your asses on no crates.
Hey, see? It ain't nothing
You'll
wrong
watch
with
and
that.
laugh with everybody else. Sometimes you got to laugh at the show. You ain't got to be part of it.
There you go. There you go.
Seen Buddy break his leg on that motherfucker. One nigga broke his arm. Then I seen the one nigga go up the motherfucker rolling a blunt.
Ah, yeah, that was dope.
And I seen the chick do it in some stiletto pumps.
Yeah, I saw that one too.
Told you, I saw the one dude in the gym. He went up and got to the very top. Motherfucker handed him some dumbbells. He did a set. He did a set of curls. And then handed them off and went back down on himself.
And I ain't got no pointers for nobody, but it looks like the faster you go,
Balance.
then the balance,
The pointers are the balance.
yeah.
Because once you start wobbling, they
wobble.
yeah. So you got to be able to balance.
They used to do that all the time. Like, shit, people always wonder where crates come from. Like, we was talking about it off mic. Crates was used to hold things in. Records, clothes, whatever.
Anything, milk,
Anything.
anything, yeah.
You know what I mean?
We got crates all around us, but we keep our podcast equipment in crates.
Yeah, you know, I was talking about where they got the crate from. CIA brought it in. Get the hell out of here.
I bought them crates from Walmart for next to nothing. But yeah, they remember we was talking about another pod. J.R. Smith was going back to college.
Yeah.
He was trying to play golf for the school, and they was trying not to let him do it because he's a professional.
Already. Okay.
But they just approved him to play golf for North Carolina A&T because he's a student.
He should be allowed to. He's a student.
So yeah, he's playing golf for the college now, and from what I understand, he's a avid golf player.
Okay.
So that's dope.
Hell yeah.
He's going back to school and he's playing golf.
Having a good little time in school.
And he got 2 NBA championships in a 15-year or 17-year career.
See?
So
ain't nothing wrong with that at all.
shouts out to J.R. Smith.
Big shout outs.
Shouts out to J.R. Smith. All right. I'm going to go into this topic. It's loosely based on the Sha'Carri situation. And it's not really based. It's not based on her. It's based on conversations I've had about her.
I got you.
And I don't know if you saw her get smoked in her return race.
I watched the clip of that race.
Yeah, got her ass handed to her.
And I also watched the interview. Did you see the unedited
That was the
version?
worst part for me.
Okay, we're going to touch that then.
That was the worst part for me, bro.
I
talk all the shit y'all want. I'm the 6th fastest motherfucker. This ain't it for me. But you talking like somebody just didn't come in last.
Exactly.
Say, hey, the way that should have been. But that's neither here nor there, man. I ain't here to tell that little hood rat how to do her thing. But she should have, I should have had a better showing.
Right.
Just glad to be back in the sport.
Right.
I'll do better next time. See you next race.
That's how it should have been.
Congratulations to the winner. Da-da-da-da-da. And go on about your day.
Exactly.
She ain't got no PR training. She ain't got no... I'm the 6th fastest bitch in the motherfucker.
Yeah. All on camera.
Yeah.
All on camera.
But neither here nor there. Because like I said, this ain't about her. I wish her nothing but the best. I hope she... she's still dealing with issues from her mother's passing that are affecting her.
Right.
I wish she gets that together because we advocate mental health.
Hell yeah.
I hope she gets that together. If her performance was from lack of training, I hope she changes that up and gets that together. I wanted her to have a long, illustrious career.
Right.
I wanted her to do her best. Nothing worse than wasted talent.
That's true.
So I wanted her to do her best. I wanted her to get whatever she needs to get under control and do her best at it. But my topic on the situation is blind support.
Blind support?
And what I mean when I say blind support is supporting people blindly, wrong or right, just because we have the same skin color. How you feel about that?
No.
Thank you.
No.
Because I have made a couple of comments about her losing and motherfuckers, you can't get out here and race and da-da-da. And I'm not a professional racer.
No.
So, no, I can't. I said, but the problem is she was racing professional racers and she wasn't prepared for it.
And you can clearly tell.
And we get into this, I got into so many conversations where people can't tell the difference between constructive criticism and hating because they're two completely different things.
Oh, yeah.
Bro, if somebody hit us after we post this pod, like, hey, I think y'all should, da-da-da-da-da-da.
Right.
If it's coming from a good place, I'm not going to sit here and be offended. Hey, man, I appreciate that, man. Good looking.
Take that into mind.
Now, if motherfucker hit me, man, that motherfucking podcast stupid than a bitch, da-da-da-da-da. You just hating.
Yeah. You just don't have to listen.
Yeah, you don't have to listen. But there's a difference between hating and constructive criticism. Like I was telling everybody, I'm not hating on nothing the girl, because all I simply said was she was unprepared for the racing hand.
And that's the truth. And that's evident in the video.
I said it looked like she didn't. I think I said it looked like she didn't do no training during her suspension.
Right.
Motherfuckers, you get out there and race. That's what's wrong with us. So we tearing each other down. No, I'm not blindly supporting
But
anybody.
she can tear our whole community down by the interview she gave after the race.
Bruh,
And we're okay with that? What kind of shit is this?
it's my thing, bro. I'm not blindly supporting anybody just because they black.
Right.
If you and this is, and we're not even just talking about black, bro. Black, white, whatever.
Whatever.
If you my friend, if you a fucking celebrity, if you anything, I'm not just supporting you because you my friend. If you doing wrong, bro, I'm gonna pull you to the side. Hey, bro. Now I may not do it in front of anybody who isn't close to us,
Right.
but I'm gonna pull you to the side, bro. You know you tripping.
Exactly.
I'm not gonna be behind you like, yeah, my nigga, do that shit.
Nah.
Just supporting you because for the fuck
Right
of
is
it.
right and wrong is wrong.
Which it brought me into a place of the participation trophy culture.
True.
Because everybody just kept saying on that motherfucker, well, what about the fact that she got out there and raced? You taking that away from her? I'm not, but she's a racer.
This is
She's
what
a
she
runner.
does.
That's her job. I said, nobody gives you kudos on your back for showing up to work.
Exactly.
They give you kudos for showing up and doing a good job. If that. But I'm saying, if you got one of those jobs, you get praised for showing up to work and doing a good job. You don't get praised for just showing up.
That's true.
All you did was show up for work, and you didn't do good. So no, I'm not giving you praise because you got out there. It's what you do.
Exactly.
I had so many back and forths with so many people on that shit.
And it's gonna happen because people feel emotionally attached to them.
Yeah.
And especially because it's a woman, American woman.
That's what the motherfucker told me. Women just ain't allowed to have a bad day. You are. And all I'm saying is this was a bad day. Do better the next one.
There you go.
And I told one of us, man, we talking in circles.
That's how I was gonna lead to.
We talking in circles because you just saying anything you can to disagree with what I'm saying, even though you sound crazy saying it.
Trying to be right.
Yeah.
Knowing that they ain't right. That's all it is.
And I don't argue with emotion. I argue with logic.
Had you said, this bitch needs to quit running.
Yeah. Then the motherfucker could have came for me.
Yeah.
This bitch need to hang her shoes up. Goddamn, it's over.
Yeah.
That's hating.
That is hating.
All I said was that she needs to prepare better.
Yeah, she got smoked.
Or she needs to prepare better physically, or she needs to take more of a break and get her mental together.
Because what is the sixth fastest person in this race? And like you said, it's only 6 motherfuckers.
No. She was saying in the game, in the whole thing.
Oh,
and she still is.
She's still ranked number 6.
But she took a hell of a L that night.
Okay.
Then she did that terrible ass interview. Then she didn't race her second race.
Oh, that was another heat?
She was supposed to do whatever that was. Was that the 200 or?
I'm not sure. I didn't even know.
She was supposed to do another one, and just didn't come.
Yeah, because I'd have watched that. I've been behind Jamaica since last year before they canceled the Olympics. I was like, shit, Jamaica and track and field. But it is what it is. Shit.
And Jamaica's serious, boy.
Yeah.
They a different type of ball game. They a different type of ball game, bro. Jamaica's serious business.
Yeah.
They really are. And that was my thing. Like I didn't honestly expect her to beat the Jamaicans. Because them Jamaicans are serious.
Yeah.
But she's faster than the other 3 people that was in that race. She should have came in 3rd or 4th if prepared properly.
I feel you.
You feel me?
She should have placed somewhere.
She shouldn't have came in last.
There you go.
But even though she did, like I said, if you're listening to this, if you're watching this, I want nothing but the best for that young lady. She is still a child, essentially, who's dealing with trauma and doing things the wrong way. I want a better team around her, because I don't think the team around her really cares about her that much, because they're allowing certain things to happen that you shouldn't. And I'm not just talking about.
But what's her off-film character like? What's her attitude like?
I don't know.
You know what I mean? I've never really heard of the chick until the Olympics
Yeah.
and the trials or whatever. So
Me either. But it seemed like she got a bunch of yes men around her. And from my perspective,
I see what you're saying.
she should have people around her that legit give a fuck about her well being and not just the runner like her.
Shit, especially this person let her hit that blunt.
That's what I'm saying. Or even if you was going, because how can I say this? Athletes do goofy shit,
Yeah.
but if you got the right people behind you, around you, they make sure that goofy shit don't come to light.
Right.
But how you let this girl not pass a piss test with all the shit that you can pass a piss test right now? If you
I
did
think
know,
they gotta be watched though. Don't
I
they?
mean, but still, she could have put that shit inside her.
Yeah. I don't know. Hey, I don't know how them drug screens go. I just know the ones for jobs. Can't nobody come in there with you.
Even that though, if you knew that she did that, it's detox time.
Yeah. Niacin pills.
It's detox time.
That's true. You ever had them niacin pills?
Mm-mm.
Dude, they clean
Everything out.
and they make you itch. You will have the itchiest of itches.
Oh Lord.
Skin to be red.
Mm.
Oh yeah. Like you've been out in the sun all day and shit.
I remember one time. This is long story short. One time years back, I was out on bond, or I don't think I was on probation. I think I was on bond, and I was on probation, and I came home after a nice, solid weekend of some heavy partying. And I mean some heavy partying. I mean some fun. Whatever you want to consider that to be, it happened. I come home to a letter taped to my front door from my PO. You need to be down to take a drug test today between the hours of XYZ and XYZ. This is Monday, bro. I've been going hard since Thursday. So I ran to the Magic School Bus in Broad Ripple.
Okay.
I went in there.
That's when it used to be over there.
Yeah, in that plaza
Yeah.
over by the high school.
Yes, sir.
So I went in there. I told the lady, I said, I need to clean. I need to clean my system. Super informative woman in there. She said, well, what is this for? Is this for probation or is this for a job? I said, it's for probation. She said, all right, well, none of these will work. She went over there and she got this big bottle. She said, all right, pay for this. Pay for it. She said, all right, now shake it up and drink it. So I shook it up and I drank it. She took the bottle, went to the back, filled it with water. Drink the water. I said, okay. She said, when you go home, pee twice. She said on your way home, stop at CVS or Walgreens or something, pick up some vitamin D milk and some prenatal pills.
Oh wow.
Women's prenatal pills. She said when you go home, piss 2 or 3 times before you go to that place.
Yeah.
After your 3rd time using the bathroom, take a handful of prenatal pills, drink it with the vitamin D milk.
And get your vitamins and nutrients back in your system.
Bro, she was the best.
That's what's up.
I went down there and took that motherfucking drug test and passed. And when I say the stuff that was in my system, there should have been no passing.
It's crazy.
I had put my skates on, goddammit. I had to, it was good. It was like and they did it to everybody because it was either Expo weekend or Classic weekend, and it
was the weekend after.
it was
the week after.
It was the day after.
Oh wow.
Like it was Monday. Like Monday, the probation officer, because when I got down there to take a drug test, there was a bunch of niggas down there. And they had waited till
they knew.
They had waited till like if you're on probation, they do it like after Memorial Day. They do it on all that shit.
Right.
4th of July weekend come that Monday, time to do some drug testing.
That's fucked.
Because they know niggas been out. They know niggas been playing.
Yeah.
Yeah, they know niggas been playing. So yeah, that. Shouts out to whoever was working behind the counter that day. That was like 2002 or some shit. It was,
hats off to her.
Shout, man.
Shit.
Kudos, ma'am.
That's fucked up.
Kudos. What you got over there, P? You want to run into?
Shit, I got melanated mag.
Is you running into some melanated magnificence?
We can get to some positivity real quick.
Before we get into the bullshit.
Hell yeah. I got a 13-year-old Caleb Anderson, man. He just began classes at Georgia Tech. He is the youngest boy to be accepted in Mensa International with the High IQ Society at age 3. At 2 years old, he could read the United States Constitution. And he's,
At 2?
At 2.
Jesus.
English is his first language, but he also speaks Spanish, French, and Mandarin.
Jesus.
He's now at Georgia Tech, majoring in aerospace engineering and minoring in chemistry.
He's 13.
He's 13.
Shouts out to that little man.
And he dreams of working with aircrafts as an aeronautical engineer.
No reason why he won't be doing that.
Hey, that's what I'm saying. Before he got to Georgia Tech, he was at another institution. I can't remember the name of it. But it was also college.
Okay.
You know what I'm
So
saying?
he been doing this.
So, yeah, this is like his junior year in college.
At 13.
And his dream was to go to Georgia Tech.
So he ended up.
there.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I'm like, yeah, he's going to be doing big things, and they're going to hide him in the future. Shit, they already got a hold of him now, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's over with.
He gonna be in one of the rooms making stuff.
Not getting paid for it.
I hope they don't do that. Mine goes to a young lady named Candace Hawthorne.
All right.
She is a double major at Grambling State University. She's majoring in engineering tech and music. And she is the first black female drum major to lead the band since 1952.
Damn. Okay.
And she's doing her thing in school.
Shit.
Yeah, the last black female to lead the world-famed Grambling State Tigers marching band was Velma Patricia Patterson in 1952.
You said Velma?
Velma.
Wow.
So Candace Hawthorne is now, she's a senior, double major, and she's the first black woman to lead the marching band since 1952. So she is doing big things.
That's what's up.
Yeah, so shout out to Candace Hawthorne.
Hey, shout out Candace Hawthorne.
Yeah.
I don't know much about marching bands and shit like that, but I know that's one of the roles that you want to get.
Well, and especially like the HBCUs, it's a big deal.
Yeah.
It's a big deal. So
that's
a real
my
coveted.
My brother was that at Clark Atlanta.
Okay.
The head drum major and shit.
Yeah, it's a coveted position.
Yeah, they got him on YouTube doing a couple of back bends and all that shit. It's pretty damn dope, man.
Yeah,
they called him the Maverick.
The Maverick.
They called him the Maverick.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Shit,
Shout out to the Maverick.
I got I'm about to butcher the hell out of her last name because I don't know how to say it. It's Erica Plybea.
Okay.
Plebia.
Oh.
Plebia sounds like an organ, so I'm gonna say Plybea.
So I hope it's Plybavia or whatever, because plebia sounds like a lost sea creature.
She's the CEO of a Memphis-based med hall, And so what MedHall does is provides low-income and elderly patients a safe and easy way to get to their non-emergency medical appointments, basically for their checkups and going to the clinic, getting the blood work or whatever. You know what I mean?
Okay.
This is a streamlined service. Excuse me, a streamlined cloud-based service which benefits clinics, hospitals, and other health venues by making travel arrangements more time efficient.
Okay.
So instead of them having to call the people and then call the transport and all that, they set it up on the app.
Like Uber.
Yeah, pretty much as an Uber.
Like an Uber for medical transport.
Yep, and that's pretty much what it is.
That's dope.
And I think that they need that because, you know, there's certain vehicles that these people can only get into.
Mm-hmm.
And like with me, I got an SUV, and I picked up a lady one time from the doctor, and she was in a wheelchair, and it's during COVID, so I had to help her get in the car.
Yep.
Fold the wheelchair up, put that in the back, and then fortunately, somebody was at home that they could help her.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Get out the car and get into the house and stuff like that. But
They probably got the wheelchair accessible vehicles where they can just drop the little ramp and she can get lifted in and
take her time.
Mm-hmm.
Not have to worry about getting on public transport like that.
Yeah.
Holding everybody else's time up. But had to slide that in. But
shout out to who is that? Well, don't try to say that name again.
Her first name's Erica.
Shout out to Erica.
Yeah.
Shout out to Erica.
So yeah, she's doing that in Memphis, and there's a lot of good things coming out of Memphis here lately.
It has been. We've talked about them quite a few times recently, which is dope though.
Yeah, it is dope. Little city's blowing up.
Yeah. So that's it for the magnificent part of the melanin. You ready to get into the
fecals?
The fecals?
Yeah.
The funky motherfuckers.
Shit.
I'll go.
Go ahead.
Mr. R. Kelly.
Uh-oh.
Come to the front of the line, you piece of shit. R. Kelly's personal physician testified that the singer has had herpes since 2007 and been intentionally spreading them and infecting people.
I thought this was known.
Mm-mm.
Oh, I thought a lot of people knew about him having herpes.
Mm-mm. I didn't.
You didn't? Oh, yeah, that's crazy. Because that was one of the, what would they have a couple years ago when they was on TV talking about the shit? One of the girls had said that shit. Yeah.
I missed out on that part.
Okay.
But, well, I might have seen it, but to hear his physician testify on it, like, this nigga knew.
So the physician should be held accountable as well. He's a piece of shit, too.
Well, not necessarily. It wasn't like he was there while R. Kelly was doing his fucking.
Well, that's true.
All he can do is tell him and prescribe him medicine.
Yeah.
But to knowingly run around this motherfucker passing herpes out means you was fucking while you was having an outbreak.
Yeah.
Nigga, you was a sick bitch.
That was very sick.
You was a sick bitch and you out here fucking with the pimple dick. You just gonna pull the motherfucking pimple dick right on out and put it in the motherfucking raw fizzle.
The pimple dick.
The pimple dick, man. This motherfucker got the Nestle Crunch Bar dick.
Almond Joys have nuts.
Sometimes they don't, but he was going crazy what he did. Cause this is the thing, man, with the herpes shit, bro. Like, you know, from what I understand, in some instances you can spread it even if you're not having an outbreak.
Right. I mean, shit, if you can get it from toilet seats and
well,
shit like that.
But that's very few and far in between. Like, you almost got to be having an outbreak.
Okay.
And they got medicine now that can control niggas' outbreaks where motherfuckers fuck around and have an outbreak once or twice a year.
The Carmex?
No, Valtrex, I think. One of them, Carmex is for lip balm, nigga.
What do you think cold sores are?
I know. Yeah, those are type A. Those are type A herpes or whatever, but those aren't sexually transmitted. This shit that he got, the pimple dick. That's
the blue waffle.
Yeah. But like they had one chick, she was up there testifying about how he had got a hold of her at like 15 to 16. He took her virginity.
Right.
He ended up she was testifying that like it almost became unbearable for her to have sex with Buddy because it was hurting so bad. So she went to the doctor and he had flamed her up. She was in that motherfucker with the Rumpelstiltskin, nigga, the bumpy crotch.
The Rumpelstiltskin.
Yeah, the bumpy crotch, nigga. The forever bumps too, nigga. I mean,
yeah, they don't go away.
Them is forever bumps.
You can catch those with the condom.
Yeah, them is forever bumps. But you got to be a foul motherfucker, cause like you said, like with females, if you want to understand, it hurts when they fucking if they have an outbreak.
Oh shit!
Like she was saying, it became almost unbearable to have sex because she was having an outbreak.
Right.
With men, bro, you can see the bump on your dick. Why would you put that in somebody? Yeah. Nasty fuck.
No.
R. Kelly's a nasty fuck. So far, the niggas running around this bitch get passing out herpes. They say he was fucking little boys too. Got all the little girls on deck.
He's a child porn star.
This nigga, man. I listened to some of his music today, and I was so mad that I still like some of that shit. I like a lot of it.
Good artist, just a fucked up
person. Just a terrible person.
Shit, he needs to be a good man, learn how to suppress his sexual appetite.
Man, he need to put that nigga under the jail, all the shit he did. He's a goddamn sexual deviant. He run around this motherfucker fondling fucking goddamn children, basically.
Pardon me. Sorry, y'all. I didn't mean to get that one on there, but it came up.
Yeah, this nigga run around this motherfucker fucking children.
Waiting at McDonald's.
But
then, like I always say too, some people's parents was bringing them.
That's fine. But he's still a motherfucking It's not fine. They fucked up too. But he's a disgusting fuck for accepting them.
Yeah, he's a very disgusting fuck. And anybody around him, his camp,
fuck them niggas too.
Allowing that shit to happen.
Yep, fuck them niggas too.
Factory.
The motherfucking chocolate factory.
You know what I mean? That's some fucked up shit. Yeah.
Yeah, so fuck R. Kelly. Everything he stands for.
Yeah, I got this one's weird. I got a Gene Willard Abraham son of Minneapolis, Minnesota.
Okay.
So he drove his pickup truck in front of a black man's car while driving through a parking lot.
Why?
He stopped, gets out of the truck, calling the man a fucking monkey and a fucking nigger while he's dancing like a monkey, wielding the sword.
Alright.
And he's doing this while walking up to the car, threatening to kill the man.
With a sword?
With a sword.
Did he get shot?
No. Somehow or other, the black man never engaged him.
He should have got shot.
But he took down his license plate info.
And called the law.
And allowed the law to arrest him. But he was only charged with a felony.
What felony was he charged with?
They didn't say.
Okay.
I scoured that entire article.
Looking for the felony?
Those snippets, yeah. I'm surprised they even got his name, but that's how they got it from the license plate info. Mm-hmm. And I was just like, he'd made my day.
Was that a toe his ass up?
Yeah, officer, I was in
fear of my life.
Yeah.
That nigga had a weapon.
You see him clearly come in front of me and stop.
He was attacking me.
Yeah, even if I don't have a dash cam.
Yeah.
We're in a parking lot.
Somebody's
recording this shit. So you just made my day. Because as soon as he got out of that truck, wielding that sword like a Ninja Turtle, pow, pow.
Tore his ass up.
Yeah, you know.
I'd hit him 3 times, so there wasn't no What's that? What's the charge if you shoot a motherfucker more than 3 times? Excessive.
Over excessive.
Yeah. I hit that nigga 3 times.
Yeah.
Center mass. Thump, thump, thump.
Mm-hmm.
And danced over his ass.
Like dude with the mushrooms.
Yep. After I called the law. I'd been on the phone with the law while doing a little jug. That Millie rocked over that nigga.
Shit. I had to do him on some Pulp Fiction shit. Like Bruce Willis came back downstairs with that katana. He'd have got cut with his own katana after I shot him. I always wanted to cut somebody with a sword.
Good
He
Lord.
made my day. That's why I said, hey there, pilgrim.
You stupid.
You know what it feels like to get cut with your own blade?
You gonna find out today.
Yes, you are. You gonna learn today. That's what them black people say.
Oh, man.
Ooh, that motherfucker.
I'm about to say, you was saying that man was a monkey, wasn't he?
Dancing. What's up with people dancing tonight? Dancing on his way to the car.
Hey, man, I just want people to get their motherfucking racism in order. Their racism in order.
And I got this other piece of shit. And by the name, I kind of feel like it is. Her name is Jenny Lynn Duroff.
Duroff.
Deroff. She's 38 from Bucks County, Pennsylvania.
Oh, shit.
A teacher's aide at the high school there. She shoots herself in front of the 14-year-old student she sexually assaulted.
What?
Yeah.
Nigga, what?
The boy was also had special needs, and the encounter was found out about by his grandparents, who he stays with, through text messages left on his phone, where they found evidence that him and the teacher had sex 3 times in her car.
Special needs.
Mm-hmm.
Mental or physical?
They didn't say.
They weren't specific.
They didn't specify on the boy because he's so young, I guess. So they called the police and the arrest was made, and this is probably earlier this year. And of course she got out or whatever, reconnects with the boy, has him meet her somewhere or however it was. When the police found her, they were both in the car together.
And she was shot?
No.
Oh.
When they went to go arrest her, that's when she shot herself in front of the boy.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Did she kill herself?
She killed herself. She offed herself. Yeah.
Oh, shit.
They said she was, from the first arrest, that she was out on a $90,000 bond. So, I don't know,
That sounds like this show that was on FX.
Yeah, but she killed herself right there in front of the boy. So not only did she sexually assault him, which, kudos to that young man, if that's what he wanted, but, she killed herself in front of him.
Yeah.
So, how's that really going to help out his case and his mental health issues?
It's not.
It's not.
It's not.
But yeah, she offed herself, bro. And I was just like, damn, like, you couldn't even go through your punishment.
Sounds like it's a show on FX called A Teacher. Mm-hmm. That is similar to that whole thing. It's a really good show.
Okay.
Yeah, check it out.
You seen that movie called, I think it's called That's My Son or something like that. With, what's the dude? Happy Gilmore.
Adam
Sandler.
Okay.
And Andy Samberg is his son. But what happened is in the 80s, I think it was either 80s or early 90s.
That movie is hilarious.
Yeah.
Because he's only like a couple years older than his son.
Yeah, like 14 years.
Mm-hmm. He was a kid.
He was a kid, and then he grew up with all that fame and shit, and then he became a nobody. And he trying to get his son back on the reality
Him and Vanilla
show.
Ice was homeboys.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that movie good as hell.
But the mama was locked up. You know what I'm saying?
For fucking on him.
Yeah, so Serve your time, man. What's up, these motherfuckers want to
She
do
said, "Fuck all
nasty
that."
shit and then kill themselves?
She said, "Fuck all that." So I'm done. I'm done out here in these streets.
I don't get that shit, man. You gonna do some nasty shit and kill you, man? You do the crime, you do the motherfucking time. It's like the bitch ass doctor for the gymnast.
Killed himself.
Yeah, touching on the little girls and shit like that, man.
He killed himself.
And then shit, and get found out about you want to kill yourself. Fuck that shit, man. But yeah, man, that's pretty much all I got for the week, brother.
Shit, I think that's all I got too. My goddamn self. You got any special shout outs, anything like that?
Shout out to us for getting this shit together within a good time frame that we specified and shit. And, you know, shout out for the YouTube viewers and everybody out there listening and watching. You know what I mean? And we appreciate y'all.
Facts.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, shout out to all the supporters and like you said, bro, shout out to me and you.
Yeah,
Put a time frame in for all this shit and we accomplished it, man. All this motherfucking equipment and now trying to make sure we got topics and shit to talk about every week.
It's just gonna get bigger and better.
Yes, sir.
You know, we're gonna take this shit from coast to coast. However, you know what I mean? But it's fun.
Yeah.
It's therapeutic.
It's definitely therapeutic.
To
Therapeutic, something to do, something to look forward to.
And we must be having some fire conversations because motherfuckers is
tuning in to
listen, and I'm enjoying it.
And I appreciate it.
Hell yeah.
We'll get some guests on here for y'all soon, too.
Oh, we will. Don't y'all worry.
We got a few people that want to come sit out on this good old couch and talk some shit with us. So.
Hell yeah. Seen that in the comments on the YouTube page.
Yeah, so we'll get that together. But with that being said, man.
Yeah.
You know what it is.
Uh-oh. Here we go.
So many ways.
There's so many ways
to say goodbye.
Goodbye.
But I can only choose one. one. Y'all be safe now.
Tom and Jerry.
All right, now.
Yeah, y'all have a good one.
Have a good one, man. See y'all next week.
Yep.